music director for the captivating performance. So, as we bring WinterSchool to a close, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed speakers for their effort and guidance to make this event a success. So, I would like to invite Mr. Ranjan Jain, representing NCI South Asia, to present this token of appreciation to Professor Michael Wilson.
Thank you. Thank you for all the talks. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sir. So, and now I would like to invite Mrs. Indika Karunarathne to the stage. Is the chair of Colombo ACM to present the token of appreciation to Professor Indika. This is Indika and Professor. So, and now I'd like to invite Dr. Dilrukshi Gamage to present the token of appreciation to Professor Mohammed.
Yeah, this is a dream come true when I yeah, thank you.
Dr. Dilrukshi. So I also invite Dr. Ling Wang to accept our token of appreciation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, this is a great
And to wrap up the event, I would like to invite Mrs. Indika Karunarathne, the chair of Colombo ACM branch chapter, to address the day.
Okay, I think I'm going to give one the most difficult task of the day because so the wrapping up a great event is always going to be kind of very difficult. So before I start, I would like to ask one question from the participants. What do you wish? Like, would you like to prolong it for a few more days? Okay, so I think that's it's actually great to wind up a session like that when the participants really want to prolong it as long as possible. So this actually speaks the event has been immensely successful. So, and I think I will start by actually mentioning Dr. Michael, Dr. Joshi, and then Dr. Noah and Dr. Ding, and then even though they're not here, Dr. Naomi and Neha. So they have been extremely instrumental in providing us what we have been needing and wanting for so long. So that is what I really want to tell you, because we are a budding community in HCI here in Sri Lanka and specifically also in Southeast Asia. So we are actually budding, and I think we need to thank Dilrukshi for actually paving the path. So now what we need to have is just to clear the rubble of the path. But she actually made the road, so we have to be immensely thankful to her too. So this is something. So I think I have been telling most of our resource persons when I was talking to them in person. So the greatest challenge we have as HCI practitioners or the researchers in Sri Lanka is to show what exactly HCI is to the entire community, because most of the people who are into HCI in our country are either coming from engineering backgrounds or the computer science core, and only very few from the design backgrounds do come. So how it actually how it crosses the disciplines and how it becomes a multidisciplinary nature in the way, like it's very difficult to prove, and even to get our students to get into do research, because they think it is somewhat inferior when it comes to the engineering and computer science background. So I think this is going to be an eye-opener. So from SIGCHI, I think we all are representatives. So from SIGCHI, I think we need that support even in the years to come, because we really want to get it going in the correct direction, and to showcase that human-centered computing is a way about, because it's about making people comfortable, making people happy, and making them involved and engaged with whatever you do. It's not that you replace them. So I think I even indicated to Michael yesterday, like the intelligence augmentation is the new thing that we really need to advocate in one way, because it's not going to replace people, it is for people. So that is what we need to promote. So I think with that I will stop, and we thank again to everybody who are here, and even to the people who actually came in, the participants, all the students from Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka, of course, and Iran. And so if I did not say a country, like, please excuse me, like I think they are the only countries that I just came across with. And the crew, the Dilrukshi has got a real good crew to support. That's marvelous, you did a real good job. Hats off to you. So thank you very much, everybody, and the final performance was great too. So we will have a nice event again soon coming. So we know the way and we know each other. So I think now we know whom to look to when we really need help. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Indika. And now I would like to invite Dr. Dilrukshi Gamage to add his comments.
Okay. Let me, paving the ways has not been easy. Let me share some of the experience so that you also know how we get, coming here was not an overnight thing. If I look back my emails, I wrote to Michael, the first indication, Michael, let's come to Sri Lanka. It was 2018. Then we hit the COVID, and his kids were young, and so you can imagine now this is 2024, and ever since then I worked with Neha and said, we need to bring some stuff here in Sri Lanka too. So that mimics my constant bugging to her, saying that, oh, you're doing everything in US, but why not here too? So those are just, over the years which SIGCHI has been hearing from us. And then I took part of several Bangladesh and India summer schools, which inspired me, okay, if they can't do it, why can't we too? As a small island, even though we are bankrupt, we did it now, right? So first, before I organized this, I wasn't a part of this organization, UCSC, but it's been 2 weeks. I have to thank the director of University of Colombo School of Computing. If it's not his support, I would not be able to do this at all. He saw a vision that we bring some key research collaborations to the maybe Sri Lanka and also University of Colombo School of Computing too. So for that, I really thank him. And on top of that, of course, these are not, we could not do anything if it's not from the SIGCHI's funding. that is, all of you who have come from other countries are given scholarships through SIGCHI. So we have to thank them. And also, I have to mention Divi Chakar from India Google. I just told him, Divi, we have something going on in Sri Lanka. Would you, you always support India, through Google, but why not Sri Lanka? And then he was, let me go and, talk to my people. And it just took like 3 days. Hey, Dilrukshi, yes, we got it. Why don't we, think of your plan and give us the proposal, then they will support me. So I'm so thankful to the Google India, which initiated this funding, and also, not to mention, even though we are SIGCHI Colombo chapter, there's a giant arm behind it. That's HCI for South Asia, which mostly led by Pranjal Jain. And if you know, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and we don't have Nepal yet, but we would love to have. We have a collaboration in Pakistan, but we try to get more their support involved too to the conversation, because we are targeting the HCI for South Asia, because we saw a uniqueness between the Asia, which is like the Korea, Japan, and other countries. We are little different to them in terms of development resources. So we thought, like, how do we make our uniqueness showing to the SIGCHI and then make a voice to them. So this is one one prototype success in that down the road. And I have to thank all the speakers, not just Michael. Professor Joshi is the one who introduced me to the Sri Lankan community, who has done HCI when I was a PhD student. I have to thank, I met Dr. Tilina, who has been doing HCI research in Sri Lanka, through him. So, and also Noah, thank you so much for coming here with having all the, your busy schedule, and of course, Dean too. It was amazing that the connections that we have when we met to each other. And I just met her in Bangladesh, SIGCHI, winter school or summer school, can't remember exactly. But that interaction with few days took us a lifelong friendship. I guess, like, not just a research relationship. I think throughout our inspirations, idea, friendship, I think this is part of our life too, right? Not just career, not just our goals, but as a human being, we tend to get closer to each other, each culture. So thank you so much. And Neha, who is not here, Naomi, who has been, as I told in the morning, she did an amazing job. I just said, like, let's write a proposal, because when you ask for a grant, you have to make clear your objectives. What are you going to do? What's the impact that you're going to bring? So she really helped me active, not just like, look at the draft of my proposal, but she had many comments, let's take this, let's take that, so that it shows what impact, the higher impact that we bring to the HCI or like the South Asian continent. So I think that's one of the success which SIGCHI convinced that they can, they would love to support in this region. And not last, I picked the best team. You are right. This is the ACM's, it's not SIGCHI, ACM student branch of University of Colombo School of Computing, Venudi. And I knew, I normally don't pick anybody else, but I knew that if I can rely on her, it's not me who picked the team. I actually select Venudi. Venudi picked the people. And it's like really great teamwork, right? So with little advice, of course I did not give a lot of like advice, do this, do that, but they themselves created most of the, whatever the things that you have experienced so far. So hats off to you, thanks off to the older team. And, so lastly, I mean, this event could not be happened without the participants, right? Thank you so much for, I know it's very painful, much work to send a position paper, which I get like tons of mails every day. Do I have to send this, or should I do a presentation? So I think most of my emails were like, how long is the presentation? Is it a must to do? Should I, with the position paper? I don't have a research. How do I do a position paper? So these, I hope that you have at least some kind of experience. So thank you for taking time to send all those things and your presentations. And lastly, thank you everybody who, I hope that you enjoyed Sri Lanka too, and will enjoy in your rest of the days. So my thanks are done. Few notices that I want to make sure that you know. Those who have got travel grants, please make sure that you send me the account details, and also CC Pranjal Jain as well when you're sending account details. So I was talking to a few others too for the purpose of saving the taxes for your scholarships. We will send to one person, for example, Bangladesh team, we will send the whole amount to Professor Nova, and then she will redistribute. But we will make sure that every communication is transparent. In my experience, when I received money from India, there was about $5 or $6 of tax, which cut. So let's say that if your scholarship is about 500 USD, you can't expect the 500 exactly. It will be slightly taxed as well. So please be aware of that, because SIGCHI doesn't support on those things which we didn't budget for that. So I'm so sorry that if there's a small mismatch in your scholarships. And there will be certificates issued for you at the end of the day. We have designed, I don't have a sample of it, but we will email you for those who have presented today. Definitely by today or tomorrow night. Definitely Kavi will get it tonight. And if you have any feedback, we will follow up with you some feedback forms. It's cumbersome, I know, but please let us know how can we improve ourselves so that we can iterate this kind of workshop in the future. Whether more talks, is that what you need, or more mentoring sessions, teamwork, presentation, just feel free to let us know. And next, as a bigger vision, this is when Pranjal and I kind of sort of ideate things, what can we do for next in NCI South Asia. We may plan some workshops in the CHI 2025, definitely, because we have been doing that in the past CHIs. Either I lead or Pranjal lead, or somebody in the India lead, so it doesn't matter. We will call out all the things in Twitter, LinkedIn most probably. So please follow our handles, SCI for South Asia, or Colombo SIGCHI chapter, or your local chapters. Make sure that you are connected with this social media. Yeah, so I think I've covered mostly. So thank you again. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Dilrukshi. And with that, we bring the WinterSchool by Colombo ACM SIGCHI chapter to a close. As we turn towards home, please accept our heartfelt wishes for a safe and pleasant journey back. And may your travels be straight, your roads be clear, and your memories of this WinterSchool remain a beacon of inspiration for the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you.